Be ready. 10 seconds to go. Start. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. I support the appropriation bills. The previous speaker did not even say whether he was supporting or opposing the appropriation bills. At the very outset, I would like to say that, as usual, the government has come forward with these supplementary demands and we are obliged to support it. I wish to point out some inconsistencies with regard to the 11th Finance Commission. It is true that for the past 20 days there has been a national debate going on the Finance Commission's recommendations. If any state which is legitimately supposed to get more funds is deprived of it, it is natural that it will become more sensitive and it will react. We belong to a regional party. Though it is a regional party, we have been behaving politically with a national outlook, but let me tell you very frankly that it cannot be done at the expense of the development of our state. In that context, I want to bring to the notice of the Honorable Finance Minister certain inconsistencies and certain recommendations which go against the spirit of his advice to the states. Sir, in his last budget speech, the Honorable Finance Minister advocated that the states have to undergo so many reforms. It was said that they have to maintain fiscal discipline, reduce the fiscal deficit, and so on. But ultimately, by accepting the recommendations of this Finance Commission, what is the message that you have sent? You have given a package of reforms to the states for implementation. We have followed these reforms. But ultimately, how are the states which have been following these reforms being benefited as a result of that? Sir, I will quote what the Finance Minister said. He said that the challenge of fiscal management is not confined to the central government. The financial position of the state governments has deteriorated sharply in the last few years. The revenue deficits have widened and the borrowings are being increasingly used to meet the revenue expenditure. Fiscal reform at the state level has acquired great urgency. While we have gone out of our way to help the state governments, the determination shown by some states to deal with these issues has also helped enormously. It will be our endeavor to take further corrective measures in the next year for promoting fiscal reforms in the states. This is what he said. I have a question in this regard. I would like to know from him whether his acceptance of the recommendations is conducive to achieve this objective. There is one more question. So far as the recommendations of this commission are concerned, they have got different standards for the center and the states. One of the terms of references of the 11th Finance Commission is with regard to their structuring of public finances so as to restore budgetary balance. The targets set for reduction of revenue and fiscal deficit are clearly stiffer for the states than they are for the center. During the 11th Finance Commission period, that is between 2000 and 2005, the center's fiscal deficit is targeted to decline by several percentage points. The targeted reduction in the revenue deficit is also higher for the states than for the center, though the center's share in the combined revenue deficit is also larger than that of the states. Are the states expected to operate under harsher budgetary constraints than the center? Is it justified? You cannot have a lesser discipline for the center and a stricter discipline for the states. You cannot impose it. Of course, we, in the interest of our own state, have a self-imposed discipline and we have been practicing it. Sir, undoubtedly, we can say that those states which have introduced some reforms and which are implementing them more vigorously and which have achieved some results in economic and social sectors have clearly been penalized. This is sending a wrong message. We are not against the backward states. We are also not against the poor states. We are aware of the principles which have been enshrined in the directive principles of the Constitution and which aim at eradicating the economic imbalances of various regions of our country. We know it, but that does not mean that you can penalize the states which are implementing the reforms. One honorable member from the principal opposition party has been championing the cause of reforms. What is the reward you are giving to the states? Without mincing words, we can say that we are not against the poorer states or the backward states. We request you not to perpetuate poverty. You clearly fix some cutoff date like you have been considering for population control, whatever is possible for you. If you are going to supplement the states for their continued maladministration and indiscipline in the financial sector, then definitely other states will also indulge in it. It will then act as a great disincentive to other states. Stop.